Alrighty. Good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, depending on when you see this. Hose is back. Alright, we are back with more Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright. Last time. It's only been about 2 days since the last time. And last video, we were basically trying to find out some new clues about this double murder that's happened, even though it's the same person. Now, I know the last video probably wasn't the best video, because I've been searching around aimlessly for so long with nothing happening. So, I am back here with today, even though I am recording this after a work day, and I'm also running on coffee. Yes, I am, because I want to play Pokemon as well. Anyways, I'm going to be trying to continue to play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney as at this moment. Hopefully, I will be cognitively, mentally able to do it this time. I will have to find out and see how long I'll be able to record. So here we go. Let's get straight into it. Last time, basically, we were just looking for new evidence for this double murder of the same person. I don't know what's going on, but Miss Emma here gave us a new way to investigate. She has a little spray bottle which shows off blood stains. We can continue to search for more clues about what the frick is going on. So let's hope we can make some progress this time. I mean, not being a dum-dum. Here we go. This place is charged with frantic energy as always. Please. Huh? Wasn't that... One steak lunch, please. Oh, it's you. Detective Gumshoe. Hey, buddy. Now is no time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland. Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale. Oh. I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking. Now time for despair. We've caught our criminal. Now we just need evidence. The criminal? You mean... You heard about the stabbing at the police department evidence room, right, pal? On the same day that the detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department. Alright. And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. It's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy. But Detective Gumshoe, who was it? Listen, pal, all I know is I need a steak lunch, pronto. Standing around here talking isn't going to fill my belly. But wait, don't leave. If you want to know more, head on down to the detention center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figure he's down there having a good cry. Later. Okay. He ran off to the evidence room. Well, this investigation is off to a running start. It really is. So he told us to go to the detention office? Here we go. February 23. Here we go. Alright. Still, I do feel better than about things a little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they? Yeah, I guess they did. But best to not go too far down the road right now. Things will just get confusing. Whoa! Okay, that actually hurt my ears. Hopefully that didn't hurt your guys' ears. What was that? Sir, that's what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator. Oh my... That guy? The guy that gave Edgeworth? The letter? It's that guy, isn't it? What? Hi. Greetings, sir. Wait, I know who you are. It's Bro? I guess he did have a bandage at his hand. Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises? But this guy, though? Really? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I have got your report, sir. Officer Meekins, so you're a guard here at the detention center? No, sir, I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman, like a little lost lamb, sir. Also, it's ma'am. Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report. No, sir, how should I say this? Wait. He isn't. Is he? You, Officer Meekins, you didn't, did you? What? What? Now this is an unexpected turn of events. What? Day of the crime. Oh, Jesus, can we please stop playing that noise? Sir, I'm a patrolman with General Affairs, sir. Sir! Ow, I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins. I had some business that day, sir, and so I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir. So normally there's a guard at the evidence room. That's right, sir, because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now, the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall. Okay. Marshall? Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir! A suspicious person! Yow! Oh, did he just cuff himself? What the heck is this guy doing? So what happened then? After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red, I blacked out. And when I came to, I was here in the detention center. How long were you out? Days? Alright. Sorry. Might I ask, what happened to your hand? Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir. A bandage on his hand. Just like Miss Sky. It's another similarity between this case and the one at the prosecutor's office. First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. The victim. I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right? Sir, please don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir. Can we stop? If you have to label me as perpetrator or victim, sir, then label me victim. I would, but you happen to be in detention and alive and well at that. And yes, well, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that. Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman? Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger side. So you didn't know him. Sir, I work in a tiny department devoid of lights or other creature comforts. I don't know any detectives. So if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him? Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir. None. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir. Okay. At least someone around here is more confused than I am. Bandaged hand. About your hand, did that happen during the course of the crime? I'm actually hating that noise really bad. Well, you see, sir, don't you think you should confess? But sir, but there was nothing I could do. Nothing you could do? Sir, to tell the truth, sir, what had happened, when the detective pointed that knife at me, I just hollered, sir. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious. The next thing you knew, you were, Then when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir, all alone. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared. What? Then when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hand, sir. Oh, the shock, oh, the sorrow, sir. Can you imagine how I felt? The victim's body disappeared? That's some story. What does that even mean? Oh, do you know anything about this? Officer Meekins, this is for you. Oh, that's the one. I was an apple, sir. In my dream, sir, I was being peeled. Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to. Never skipping a dialogue again. On second thought, you don't have to look at the knife. He's overreacting to the knife, but I guess he's been through a lot. Oh, so he's just having PTSD. Okay. Plant now. I think we're okay, hopefully. Okay, how about, there we go. Can we go, is Marshall here? Nope. Okay, I think I'm missing something again. Okay. Hi. Is either Edward's here or... Okay, it's something with the Meekins. Okay. Officer Meekins. Okay, there's definitely evidence we should be talking to him about, though. Let's see. Parking lot. The knife. Because this is supposed to be, yeah, Officer Marshall, which he hasn't appeared yet. That didn't work. I don't know how to interpret this. Maybe show them this? Hey, why'd you have that? That's from the day it was taken at the prosecutor's office. Okay, is this actually something he'll react to? The day that Detective Goodman's body was found in the trunk. So this means I'm a free man, innocent. If this is a dream, sir, then I hope I never wake up. If this is a dream, you'd better wake up right now. Oh, dang it, that wasn't it. I don't think that's one. I don't think that's it either. Do you know anything about this? So really sorry, but I have no idea what that is. Okay. Oh, so it was just the same thing to this knife too. How about this? Okay. How about this? Goodman's ID. Do you think you could take a look at this? Hey, that's it, sir. That's it. Oh, God, I really hate that noise. That's what? The head was a blank until this very moment. But sir, now I remember, sir. You mean you remember what happened? Correct. That card was the cause of it all. This ID card? Exactly, sir. That's exactly it. Nothing could be more exact, sir. Nothing. I'd better pry into this a little deeper. Okay, there we go. This must be it. Oh yes, crime details. Perfect. Can you tell me what it is you do remember? Well, sir, you might say I'm a little lost. I'm a lost little patrolman. A lost little... Did you say this earlier? I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. And that's why you thought he looked suspicious. Oh, wait, that wasn't him, was it? Excuse me. Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID card. That sounds pretty much by the book so far. That's right, sir, but that's all I've been trying to tell you. So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card? What did he do? That's the thing, suddenly he pointed a knife at me. What? Sir, I assure you I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whooped him and leapt at him. Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him. Do unto others before they do unto you. My own father's words, sir. What happened then? Well, my eyes, sir. Everything went white. When I woke, I was here. Okay, so this is the same dialogue. Right. Okay, reason for arrest. So, Officer Meekins, why was it that they arrested you? What do you mean, Emma? Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman, and the victim who he met at the scene of the crime didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. It's true. If this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if it... Excuse me. We don't even know if anyone actually died. That's it, sir. That's what I wanted to say. That is, I did say something along those lines. Huh? But you still ended up here? They told me that I had to be, him, sir, on the day at that time. Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they did. They said. But you don't remember the events clearly? No, but the videotape is quite clear. Huh? Videotape? From the security camera. The crime, my crime, the crime I swore to stamp out, it's there. It's me. It's on tape. And you waited now until to tell us? I'm sorry, really sorry, sir. Hand over my badge. I don't deserve it. No thanks. I have my own. Well, I guess we better go check out the crime scene. Okay, so does that mean our brother is there now? Is Marshall there now? Oh, never mind. Police station. Hey, Mr. Wright. Look, who's standing at the chief at the detective's desk. It's believed Chief Gaunt. You're sure this is all, You know what it means if there is anything missing. Sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. We checked all of his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, coat pockets, hats, under his seat cushion, behind his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine. I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away, do you? Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir. The chief of detectives looks a little flustered. Ha! Righto, my boy. How you been? Swim much? He always says that. Oh ho, Chief Gaunt, reporting for duty, sir. Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright? What's up? Edgeworth. Is Edgeworth going to be okay? Oh, Worthy. Oh, you know, they're doing a little inquiry committee with him. Sounds like an inquisition. Yep, well, they've had no end of trouble with the boy since last year. You mean the incident on Gourd Lake? It doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sit in the defendant's seat, does it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case, right? Righto? That's right, Von Karma. A legend he was, undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court, you fixed it so he was caught for forging evidence. Wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence. In any case, the prosecutor, I don't know my own job, office is in a bit of turmoil, you might say. Why, they do just about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what that inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy. What? Evidence room incident. It's downright hard, I tell you. The detective getting killed on their turf, too. I mean... Oh, Detective 2, I mean... They're being... the prosecutors, I assume? Scientifically speaking, it's impossible. Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says. What evidence is this? Now, Righto, I can't give away all our secrets just like that. And this in particular, well, a little sensitive, and I can't talk about it. Well, this is a little sensitive, and I can't talk about it. I was expecting much anyways. You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets. Can't stand it. But you know, it's a full-time job just keeping the chief of detectives traps shut. He was the one you were picking on earlier. You saw that? Whoops. I wonder what it was that he wanted the chief of detectives to do. Let's see if we can find. Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him. Oh, sorry, you had to see that. What exactly did the chief of police want you to do? Well, see over there, that's Goodman's desk. He wanted me to check it for anything that might be a clue. They took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can. So nothing belongs to Detective Goodman is still... So nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still here? Of course not. Well, except for this. What? You kept something? Sure, why not? It's not important. You didn't even finish writing. It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete. A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something? The date on it is February 21st. Better make that a note of that just in case. Half-written document dated 2/21 can only be submitted to Chief of Police. I should really get back to investigating the police department crime scene. Okay, thank you for telling me that. Oh, never mind. Permission to enter. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. Well, I never thought the day would come when Wright asked me for help. I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room. Maybe he's blinking at us again. Yes. Now, Righto. Actually, I'm sorry. I don't need to investigate. Actually, I'm sorry. I don't need to investigate after all. Righto, please. Do I look like a selfish man? Huh? Heck, if anyone asks me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'll give them 50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out. I thought Marshall would have to live in that room. It just goes to show you, you never know until you ask. And for you, here, you can borrow this. Huh? Hey, this is Detective's ID card, isn't it? This is A. That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's an honor. You just run along now and do your best now. Later, folks. See ya. It looks pretty cool on my lapel, doesn't it? Just think, a real ID. You seem happy? Yes, sir. Because, sir, we get to go into the evidence room now. So why are you copying Meekins? I think this place is a bad influence on the girl. Yeah. Alright, here we go. We can finally use this. The evidence room is beyond that door. And we have the ID card from Chief Guard. Let's just walk in. It won't open. Aha, the card reader is turned off, see? What is that security guard thinking? Howdy, partners. Well, well, then what's made my bambina's sky so gray? Sup, Marshall? Alright. Officer Marshall, why does it have to be him? What's that why does it have to be him look for? As you may have surmised, here's my saloon. We're here to investigate the crime scene. Yeehaw! That card you got there on your chest. That better than a sheriff's badge in these parts. Yeehaw? Well, what you standing there for? Get along, little doggies. The crime scene's awaiting. Looks like the card reader's on again. Oh, looks like the card reader's on again. While we're here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions. Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with you hombres. You're busy then? Did I say that? I only said it. I only said I didn't wish to speak with you. Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us hombres. Guard station. I was wondering if we could talk to you. Sorry, Babina, but I'm off to roam the lands like a tumbleweed on the wild prairie. Like a gunslinger loaded in his 6-shooter. I say a little prayer. Oh, looks like somebody's hungry. What was that all about, Mr. Wright? I think he was just too hungry to talk. You're just saying that because his stomach was growling? You have no idea what he was talking about earlier. Okay, anyways, let's go ahead and present him with that food. Oh, that's not it. There you go. That smell. Ah, reminds me of Texas. So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas? No, I just saw a special on television the other day. Is this from my baby? Oh yeah, Miss Star. What's this? Well, what's wrong? A filet steak lunch. I see. I don't see. I wonder what it means. Steak lunch given to Marshall. All right, Bambino, you win. Ask anything, much. Finally, it seems like he's willing to talk. All right, let's do it. Guard station, for real this time. Officer Marshall, you're in charge of security for their evidence room, right? You got good ears, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it. Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us. And that poor little doggy. Poor guy, I kept getting his name wrong and calling him a Meekly. He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station. Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this. But since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, I might not look it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know? So, what were you doing around 5:15 until the murder? Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of my steed, Zippy. Note, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy. There's no need for people here anyhow. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place. You mean the security cams? I don't take to machines much. Kinda like the stewed broccoli. They sneak in to your steak, you know? I should like that. Alright, himself. Miss Stars told us something. She said you were a detective until 2 years ago. It was always in my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of the crime. That's all gone now, like a drinking hole in a prairie fire. You're still investigating the SL9 incident with Miss Star, aren't you? That was my case. It's all solved on the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it. What kind of case was it anyway? We've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what exactly happened. There were some things you're better off not knowing, Bambino. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago. 2 days ago? The day of our case? That's right. That evidence, transferals. Edgeworth was talking about the transferals too. Glad everything's falling to pieces this time. I don't know what maybe 2 of the machines in here do. Only 2 of them? There must be a dozen. Like I said, Bambino, me and machines, well, I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower with my steaks. The easiest one is to understand that these easiest ones to understand are these here security cameras. Those are the ones that Officer Mika mentioned. If nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours. And Officer Meekin and Detective Goodman are the only one of those. Are they on one of those tapes? I reckon they might be. You're the security guard and you reckon? One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card. Thus the card reader by the door. The card reader leaves a record of every ID card as they pass through. Look at that 7's up there. So this is the ID card record. Hey, I've seen that somewhere before. Sorry, Bambino, I can't show you any more than that. Uh-huh. I have a reason whether this is... This is related to the case yet. Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record just now. I've seen that number before. Maybe there's some way I can prove that record is tied to the stabbing. Transferal. Sorry, but could you explain what this whole transferal thing is about? We keep only evidence for solved cases in this room. They're kept here under the presiding detective's supervision for 2 years. So we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake seen. So what happened to the evidence after 2 years? It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault at the county sheriff department. That's what we call transferal. We do it every February. I see now. Transferal is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after a cause is solved, it's closed forever. Dead. No, never to be reopened again. Never to be reinvestigated. And that happened to SL9 2 days ago? Alright, I guess we can go in now. After I drink some coffee, because I'm getting a little tired. Don't drink coffee at night, guys. It's horrible. It's quiet. The investigation must be over here. So this is the evidence room. It really is kind of a graveyard. Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue. Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me. It does look a little bit like a morgue. I like it. It looks like the mortuary. Damn? Wait, what happened? Mortuary assistant. Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. So, is it true what I heard? Righto, please. Do I look like a selfish man? Heck, if anyone asks me, sure, can I borrow $50? I give them 50, no problem. So go ahead. Yeah, it's true. So, Chief of Police Gaunt will loan anyone $50? Even me? Oh, so that's what you were talking about. Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today. Just for today? Boss for a day? But guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you're the boss for a day. Gee, thanks. First of all, you'll want to have this. Evidence room floor plan, scene of stabbing of a detective at the PD. First of all, let's look at some of these stuff we got here. I think we got some new evidence. So let's check this. Bruce Goodman, ID 59, which is scribbled. 221. Item loss is not shown. 59? 5842189. But this one says 59 as the first two numbers. Okay. And then we have this over here. Oh, this is the floor plan. I'm guessing we're gonna find some bloodstains here. Boss for a day. So Detective Gumshoe, you're boss for the day? That's right, it's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here at the police department. But if you're boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings? They're using yesterday's findings to prepare for tomorrow's trial. In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation. Again. I'm out of it, though. I'm going to take control and put this case to rest. In my own evidence locker, pal. You have a locker in here too, Detective Gumshoe? Haha, of course. I am a detective after all. They gave me a locker that only I can open, pal. Only you can open? Edgeworth. I'll always believe in Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens. So, Mr. Edgeworth is with the injury committee now, right? They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess-up in court today. I see. I guess this is what you call fate. I still need to... Man, oh man, you know what? I should watch Fate again. I'm in my hero phase right now. No. I'm in Heroes Rising, by the way. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case. That case? Yeah, that case. The SL9 incident, of course. That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth. Maybe you can get him to tell us more about the case. Evidence lockers. This place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker is fixed so that only one detective can open it. I see. Using their ID card? Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Why, I'm on my third card since entering the force already. That sounds like a lot. Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand. Right hand? Oh, you mean your fingerprint? Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is coded with a fingerprint. Oh, so only the lockers we can open is our own. Who is that? Did you just see that? What was that picture? Funny, they look like normal lockers. These are the latest model. There's a trick to these handles here. The handles? On the other side of the handles is a sensor, and if the wrong person touches it, zip, you get a shock. If that's what happened, my hand would be black and smoking every day. In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people on the force that don't even know about the fingerprint locks. Which is what could have happened to Meekins? Because his hand is bandaged, it's his whole hand. Because Lana's guy is just a part of it, like probably like from a stab from a knife or something, right? Okay. There are even some people on the force that don't like it. Evidence locker added to the record. Only the assigned detective Prince can unlock it. Indicator lamp lights up when it's open. Okay. Now let's see what we can look at here. What is going on here? Wow, look at the big pile of junk in that corner. Looks like a car door. There's a pair of handcuffs attached to the frame. Maybe the guy they caught up was some sort of escape artist, so then he got away. Hey, that's one of those human profiles for range testing. He's been shot square in the forehead. Better him than us. Yeah, I guess. There's something sticking out of here. Looks like a shirt. I guess it must be evidence for some case. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe puts this here. There you go, pal. Making me out to be some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here. That's it. I bet that evidence locker was opened recently. How do you know? If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence? Sounds like Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot too. I bet he doesn't tuck in his shirt under that trench coat either. If you're going to talk behind someone's back, don't do it right in front of them, pal. Okay, I'm guessing these are all for general. This place is stuffed with evidence, stuffed with dreams. I'm not sure about the dreams part. It won't open. Did you really think it would? Hey pal, our security is high tech around here. Okay, I'm glad it worked out for everything. Is that a metal detector? Oh, is it the one actually that he gave us? Wait, aren't those the devices he would have gave us during the trial of Edgeworth? Some kind of bulky equipment is gathering dust. What a sorry looking fishing pole that is. Oh, that's my personal pole. I never did get around to using it. Wait, I've seen this before. Okay, it is. Right, pal, that's the metal detector. The one that I lent you to solving that case at Gourd Lake, remember? Oh, right. Wow, that feels like ages ago. Which is true, because it felt like, I'm pretty sure I recorded that a month ago. And, I think I've seen this one before. For that's a bug sweeper. I'm sure it would come in handy in some cases sooner or later. That cheap-looking box? You can't judge a person or a machine by their cover. You gotta look at their heart. Okay. These ones are... Oh, what the frick? This was just open. Now it's closed. Well, there's definitely a blood print without even using the spray. What's this? Blood? It's a little worn, but there's definitely a handprint here. Looks like someone tried to wipe it off. Mr. Wright. What if there are other bloodstains in the room? Yes, I know. Of course, I know that. Yes, I will be using that. I just want to see the evidence we have first. Wow, someone must have broken something big to make these pieces. Detective Gumshoe, perhaps. Detective Gumshoe, perhaps? There you go, pal. Making me up to be some kind of hooligan. That's apparently from the case. The case? I'm guessing SL9. Yeah. See the sticker on the one of those pieces? Another piece of SL9 evidence. Can I take a look? I wonder what shape these pieces were in before whatever it broke. If you want to try to put it back together? Huh, good luck, pal. That's no job for amateurs. Why, I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up. That's why I can always carry around a tube of glue. Well, this piece looks like the bottom. Let's try putting the rest in place. Oh, great. Well, at least this helps. That's not it. That looks like the top, actually. Okay, so these can definitely be rotated. Yep. Okay. No. That's it. There you go. Alright. What else? Let's see this piece. Actually, I think that looks right. Nope, it does not. Okay. Definitely not that. That's definitely the top. This is also just another part of the... Wait. No, that's not it. Wait, this looks like it's right, actually. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Maybe this one? No. This looks too small. Okay, I'm just dumb. This is this piece for sure. Okay, and then this one then. There you go. Just jumping too fast to conclusions as usual. What the frick? Okay, I'm guessing it's this. Yep, that's right. That one is this piece for sure. This one is this piece. Oh shoot! Sorry, I didn't turn it. No. There it is. And then this is the last piece. Oh no! Yeah, we're still missing one piece of it though. Huh? Well, I think we did it, but some of the pieces are missing. Yeah, I got that far into it 2 minutes myself. The problem is finishing it. Were some pieces stolen? I bet they were missing to begin with. Still, it doesn't look like the most stable kind of jar. I kind of understand how it got broken. A jar pieced back together with fragments found at the crime scene. A piece is missing. Okay. This paint. What's this for? What is a saw and paint doing here? Since the dawn of time, true art has always been a war against oppression. True art? I noticed that there's blue and yellow paint here. Perhaps that we're witnessing the birthplace of the blue badger. Well, you might say this is my studio. Here in the evidence room? There's gloves. Someone... Oh, well. Another SL9. Someone left a glove here, but only one. Detective Gumshoe, maybe? There you go again, pal. Why are you using this joke? There's evidence from the case, you know. Yep, SL9. Tagged evidence for SL9 incident. Extremely thin rubber gloves. Okay. Alright, now it's time for the main attraction, everybody. Let's go ahead and use that spray. Alright, time for spam. Well, of course there's that, obviously. Wow, who would have known? I knew it. This is someone's right handprint. What? What's the matter, detective? This locker. It's mine. It's yours? Please, you have to help me when they come to take me away. Promise you'll testify that it wouldn't harm a fly. You'll do that for me, won't you, pals? This is an important clue. I'll jot it down on the floor plan. I'm counting on you guys. Believe me, you can't trust the police. What? But you're a detective. Well, I was hoping for something different than that, but alright. Oh! Whoa, that's a lot of blood over there. There must have been one massive pool of blood. Never seen anything like it. Never seen anything like it. That was old. I'm not a professional. What's your opinion? Detective? Pale blue blood. Maybe Detective Goodman was actually an alien? This proves that something really happened in front of the locker. I'll make a note of it on the floor plans. Hey, if you don't want my opinion, you shouldn't have asked. You think he's an alien? Are you serious, bro? How about the other area here? Maybe by this cloth, there might be something. Yes, there is! Another one. It's another right handprint. Why am I getting a reaction here? There's no reason for a murder to touch this spot if he fled out the door. This must be something significant. Hey, that's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal. What's this? It's called luminol testing fluid. Where'd you get your hands on that? Huh? I'd like to get some too. I'll borrow $50 for the chief. Where do you get this? Where do you get this, Emma? I always buy it by mail order. Well, I'd better jot this down for the floor plans. I think that should be a pretty good amount. I think we got them all. Well, actually, I didn't check the floor. Wait, hold on. We got a lot of pieces of evidence. Oh, wait, I can't do it there. Okay, that seems to be everything. Oh crap. Whoops, sorry. Didn't mean to do that again. Yeah, let's present the evidence here. How about the jar? Allow me to say one thing, speaking as a detective. If I see a piece of evidence I know nothing about, I say nothing. You can tell us about the glove? Okay, cool. How about the safe? You can't open the lockers if your fingerprint doesn't match. If you can open it, they'll give you 50 cents. I'll give you 50 cents. Note the police department lacks faith in its lock system. After all, Detective Goodman was stabbed here after opening his locker. But at the same time, he was found dead over at the prosecutor's office. Okay. I think I showed him everything I could have. How about we look at some of this evidence? So I can check everything there. 3 blood sparks around. I don't know what I can do here, but alright. Then there's a jar. Let's see if we can find anything on this jar. Well, there definitely is bloodstains here. Hey, look, they're hard to make out, but there are some dark red stains here. Looks like blood. Do you think Detective Goodman's blood somehow got onto this when he was stabbed? Not likely. This blood looks like it's been there for months, maybe longer. This jar was evidence in the SL9 incident. That must be when the blood got on it. Okay. And then we have the gloves. The tag says SL9 11. I guess this is another piece of evidence from that case. You know, I never did care for the word tag. It's confusing. Huh? What's so confusing about that? Do you know how many other words sound like that? Bag, gag, nag, lag, zag, whatever that is. Zag? Is that a word? Do you challenge me? What, are we playing a word game now? I guess we're okay? I think I presented everything I could have to him. Unless the ID card, of course. That's the victim's Detective Goodman's ID these days. Everything card and secret numbers. I can never relax. That's only because you always lose your card. I always forget my secret number too. Scary, huh? The face should be ID enough. What's the world coming to? Well, welcome to the 20... I don't know when face recognition happened, but it was probably in the 2010s-ish. Late 2010s? How about the Blue Badger? This is my crowning achievement, my masterpiece, you might say. But art is always misunderstood, pal. Art? He was dancing proudly on the day of the award ceremony, but there were a lot of people coming and going after the ceremony, so they took the Blue Badger away for a while. Really? Why? Well, they said it was shameful or something like that. Shameful? I toiled night and day. I sympathize with Detective Gumshoe, but I can see why they moved it. I think that's it. Ugh, damn, I thought we could talk about Blue Badger, maybe. I think we're good here. Let's see if we can move out. Howdy, partner. I think we exhausted his dialogue. Wait, can we use the... Wait, there is a handprint on his thing. Can I actually do this? Ah, damn. I think I already tried it here, didn't I? Oh, yeah. Could have been, though. There's literally a handprint right there. Yeah, it doesn't say anything else for him. Alright. Where else we can go, maybe? Maybe we could talk to Edgeworth or something? Oh! Oh, that took a long time. Hello? Alright. Anything you gotta say with these, buddy? He has 4. Such as your options. Edgeworth, are you here? He's not here. I don't even know anything about this. Okay, there must be something with Gumshoe. Okay. Fine. He needs one more piece of dialogue. I just need to find out what it is. I did check everything in here though, didn't I? I thought I checked this already. You put these pieces together, it makes a jar. There are 2 things that bother me. 1, why are some of the pieces missing? 2, doesn't it seem a little unstable? No wonder it broke. I'm sure to remember the next time I make a jar. Can't do the paint up there. Really? That's the door we came in through. Looks like you don't need the ID to get out. I wonder what would happen if we cut the power while we're inside. Let's hope it does not happen. Yeah, agreed. So, Gumshoe, is there anything you want to do? Hey, that's it. That's the King of Prosecutors award that Mr. Edgeworth got the other day. Why, were you at the ceremony? Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Ah, congrats. I was wondering, why is that reward a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently he's forgotten. Please tell me you can talk about it now. Oh! Dang it. What is it? The Goodman's note and the switchblade knife. I bet Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone. Maybe the SL9 connection? That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, you know, 2 years ago. That was his first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared. But why would evidence from that case turn up now? I guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there are some loose ends left on that case. Yes! Thank you. Now that was a bloody, violent case. Violent? So it was a murder? A serial killing. A serial killing? Maybe I don't want to get involved in this after all. But the killer made a mistake, and Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him. And that was 2 years ago? That put Mr. Edgeworth right in the spotlight and started the rumor mill. Rumors? About forged evidence? It was supposed to be all cleaned up with the transferal the other day. It was the last job you ever did. Detective Goodman, that is. Huh? What do you mean? Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident, see? So, the switchblade knife? The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself. Did the victim take out the knife out of the evidence locker? Okay, we should be done here now. Because we unlocked all 4. So it should be it. So Edgeworth should be here. Okay, so hopefully I skipped ahead during that whole segment because that took way too long. 10 more minutes that I would have liked. I've been trying to find what to do. I haven't found anything. So I'm gonna end off this video here, and then at the start of the next episode, I don't know what I have to do because I swear I went everywhere, and there's nothing new in here. And Gumshoe has all his dialogue, and Edgeworth is not in his office, so I don't know where to go right now. So I'm gonna figure it out next time on the next video. When I figure it out, I'll start the video. But that's gonna do it for this episode. So thank you guys for watching. Good night, good evening, or good morning, depending on when you see this. I'll see you guys next time as we continue more Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright. And probably gonna go to the trial after this. I thought we would have made it, but this just one thing I can't find. I don't know where it is. Alright, I'll see you guys then. It looks like it could be this hanky. And it's not that. I don't know. But I'll see you guys then whenever I figure this stupid thing out. Alright, bye-bye for now. Woo yeah. Bye-bye.